We're live.
Hello world, this is the Pod Layer Proof of Concept demo team doing what we do, which is tracking the mojo phenomenon, the human qualia phenomenon, and showing the results of our research and the methodology we use to do so. We're going to have a normal 3-act structure. Act 1, fundamentals, where we will look at collages, have pictures of celebrities from pop culture, and match up the physiological cues you'll see in there with the descriptive terms we use for those physiological cues. Right now we are finishing out the TV timeline, and the next few weeks we'll be moving into the music bubble, so that should be exciting. Act 2 is the intermediate main portion of our proof of concept, where the team has had a week to look at 5-10 samples under blind test conditions, and then we'll come together now and see what the cohesion of accuracy is. These samples are the most challenging. We'll spend some time reviewing. This week, these samples came from Eagle Eye, and they're all from the fashion bubble, which is one we haven't done much with at all compared to other things. So there should be a lot to get into and a lot of things to unpack. Then for Act 3, that's the advanced portion, where the team will be doing a live read in real time, and you can see how they talk amongst themselves, the questions they ask, the assertions they make, the weighing they do of, am I seeing this, am I seeing that? And the dialogue they have amongst each other is the same kind of dialogue each mojo reader is having within their own psyche as they do a read. And the sample from that will also come from Eagle Eye. All right, let's get started. I am Nai Ji Coach.
I am Jaime Jaili.
I'm Naiji Mitchell.
I'm Naiji Ben.
This is Naiji Glenn.
All right, take it away, Darlene.
All right, going into the TV show pop culture timeline. We are still navigating through the 2010 to 2014 TV show timeline, and we're going to pick up with Homeland. The normal protocols are in place. We're going to go round robin, starting off with Coach, reading off the show descriptions and the cast and their mojos, and then giving cues for the first turns when we encounter a specific gender mojo. So, Coach, whenever you're ready.
Excelente. Homeland. I never got a chance to see this, but I've heard a lot of good things about it. When Marine Nicholas Brody is hailed as a hero after he returns home from 8 years of captivity in Iraq, intelligence officer Carrie Matheson is the only one who suspects that he may have been turned. Carrie Matheson, a CIA operations officer, is on probation after carrying out an unauthorized operation in Iraq. As a result, she has been reassigned to the Counterterrorism Center. Whilst in Iraq, she was warned that an American prisoner had been turned by Al-Qaeda. When Nicholas Brody, a U.S. Marine sergeant, is rescued being held hostage since 2003, she suspects that he has turned American prisoner. He is a turned American prisoner. Brody is received home as a war hero, so Carrie goes to any lengths possible, ignoring protocol, to catch him out.
All right, starring Nezai Claire Danes as Carrie Matheson. As an Nezai, the things you'll notice is with the eyes coming from the knee, there's the eyes have this open, unhooded quality. Like they're receptive, they're drinking in patterns. You can see that they have this what we call dancing eye or laughing eye quality. And then from the Zai, you'll see the steeliness or stone-facedness, and you'll see that in the cheeks. They don't move, they don't emote. In both pictures, on the picture on the left-hand side, she does have a little more of her Ji emotive expression going on, but that still doesn't go into her cheeks. And on the right-hand side is more of a momentum look with the knee and the Zion flappability.
Nizi Mandy Kinkin. So, as a Nizi, he is going to have Jai unaware expression. So the emoting that he does it has a downturn quality in the face as opposed to the more upturn quality of G, and it's more reactive. You could like on the right, he's more just kind of like, or excuse me, on the left, he's more just like holding his face with his Jai a little bit, and then on the right, he's sort of reacting a little bit more. Well, I guess it's just a form of that, but yeah, it's more reactive. It's not like he's trying to move you in a specific way.
Naizi, Damian Lewis. Naizi have nigh cunning eyes. You can see in both pictures that the eyes have that piercing, cunning, hunterish quality. You can see that they lead with that because the Nai and the V energy absolutely dominate the eyes. There's no other uh, form of energy coming from them. And most significantly, the Nai, because they have Nai as their source power. You can see the V amped energy Nais will be very altered state because of the momentum placement of the Nai.
Nijai Morena Bachrin. So Nijai, they have the bifield face, which causes their eyes to have like a separated quality. Their face has a separated quality for the eyes and the rest of their face, or like the bottom half below the eyes. And it's different than the unifield face because the unifield face is more continuous, going all the way through. The bifield face gives more of like a break in between, and it causes also the eyes to pop out more so than the mouth area, whereas for the discernment lead mojos, they have the unifield face, and that causes their mouth to pop more so than their eyes.
Naiji Jackson Pace, soft read. On the left, he's got a fairly classic Naiji look there, where he's giving sort of like a somewhat bemused smile. He's controlling it, even activates the cheek some, you can see here, but it does not go into the eyes. The eyes are always piercing out there, looking at the audience, kind of reading them as they are hit by his G.
Jaini Morgan Sailor. Jaini will have that unifield face look as opposed to the bifield face look that of the Mijai we were looking at above. So the face will have this contiguous one facial plate sort of look. For Jaini, since they have Jai as their first power, that will emanate primarily from the mouth and radiate out up in the face. Jai will see more energy in the lower lip, and it will give the face an overall poignant look, including in the eye area.
Naizi Rupert Friend.
Jinai Digo Klemhoff. Is Jinai male new?
Yes.
Jinai, as opposed to the Naiji, have a unifield face. So that Nai cunning intensity, that won't be as strong of a signal. And it won't completely dominate the eyes. It will still be in the eyes, but because Jinai have Ji first as opposed to in the tandem position, the Ji will also very much so have a strong presence in the eyes as well as the mouth.
Jinai David Harewood.
Jaini Tracy Letts, is that new?
Yes.
All right. So the Jaini, as we mentioned, have the full unifield kind of veil of poignancy going on. I'll mention as a part of that is also a part of them being a tower mojo, which means that they hold their space most naturally of all the mojo designs, and as a Jai Alpha, they're holding it warmly. So in both these, he's not emoting a lot, but still, it goes all at the face and into the eyes, even without much activation in the mouth, and there's this sense of him holding that emotional space in both those pictures, actually.
Jaini David Marciano.
Naizi Navid Nigaban.
Once upon a time, a woman with a troubled past is drawn to a town in Maine where fairy tales are to be believed. For Emma Swan, life has been anything but a happy ending, but when she is reunited with Henry, the son she gave up for adoption 10 years ago, on the night of her 20th birthday, everything changes. The now 10-year-old Henry is in desperate need of Emma's help because he believes, from reading a book of fairy tales, that she's the daughter of Snow White and Prince Charming, who sent her away from the enchanted forest to be protected from a curse that was enacted by the evil queen. Emma initially refuses to believe a word of Henry's story, but soon finds that his hometown of Storybrooke, Maine, is more than it seems. Because it's in Storybrooke that all of the classic characters we know are frozen in time with no memories of their former selves, except for the evil queen, who is Storybrooke's mayor and Henry's adoptive mother, Regina Mills. Now, as the epic final battle for the future of both worlds approaches, Emma will have to accept her destiny and uncover the mystery behind a place where fairy tales are to be believed.
Jaini Jennifer Goodwin.
Jaini Jennifer Morrison.
Nizai Lana Parilla.
Shinai Josh Dallas.
Naiji Robert Carlyle. Is Naiji male now?
Naiji male is new, yes.
Okay. So
I
Naiji.
think Coach did one actually.
Sorry, we did actually
Yeah, I don't think so.
one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nizai Emily DeRaven.
Najee Colin O'Donoghue.
Naiji Megan Ori. Naiji ladies, they'll have that, like the males, they'll have the cunning-eyed look coming from the Nai, that sort of a piercing look, and then they'll have the chi, the aware expression, also gives them this openly charming sort of look. She's on the left-hand side. She has this charming, bemused sort of look while looking piercingly at the camera. And you see a little bit of emotive fluctuations going into her cheeks. On the right-hand side here, she's exercising more of her offside eye, which will give her expression more of a neutralizing, unflappable cheek quality. But that's not her natural momentum. It'll actually be where the chi will emote and go into the cheeks, but not go into the eyes.
Jinai Lee Ehrenberg.
Jaini Raphael Sabarch.
Nizai Beverly Elliott.
Person of interest. An ex-assassin and a wealthy programmer save lives via a surveillance AI that sends them the identities of civilians involved in impending crimes. However, the details of the crimes, including the civilians' roles, are left a mystery. A billionaire software genius named Harold Finch creates a machine for the government that is designed to detect acts of terror before they can happen by monitoring the entire world through every cell phone, email, and surveillance camera. Finch discovered that the machine sees everything, potential terrorist attacks, and violent crimes that involve ordinary people. When the government considered violent crimes between normal people irrelevant, Finch built a backdoor into the system that gives him the social security number of a person involved in a future violent crime so he could act. Partnered with John Reese, an ex-CIA agent, the two work in secret to prevent violent crimes before they can happen. Eventually, their activities lead to being hunted by the New York Police Department, CIA agents in pursuit of Reese, who was listed as dead, a computer hacker named Root, who wants access to the machine, and government officials who want to keep all knowledge of the machine a complete secret.
Okay, Naiji Jim Caviezel.
Nizi Michael Emerson.
Nizi Kevin Chapman.
Nijai Taraji P. Henson.
Jaini Amy Acker.
Jibai Sarah Shahi. Jibai, they'll also have that unifield look, one contiguous look in their facial expression. For them, though, it will be this helmet of caring that comes from the Ji, You see here on the left-hand side, she is smiling big, and that the muscles in the cheeks and also in the eye area are activated. That's coming from her G. And then the eyes on both pictures will, you'll see the Vi there, which gives this prepared, sort of concerned look to their eyes. You can see that more on the left-hand side, where she's also activating her polar power um, of Zai, and you see that with the neutralizing of her face. But then on the right-hand side, you'll see a little bit of a perk up from her power of Ni, which gives a little buoyancy, but primary is that Vi with the concern.
It's my turn. Portlandia. Sketch comedy series of parodies, life in Portland, Oregon.
Some of these are like really short, and some of these are like essays.
I know.
Shiny Fred Armisen.
Nizy Carrie Brownstein.
That's those are.
Yes, it is.
All right. So Nizy female is new. With the Nizy, you can definitely see that there's a lot of sheerness going on in the cheek area, and it separates the eyes from the mouth quite a bit, and gives like this kind of like plate quality in between, which is very bracing, very anvil-y. The emoting doesn't go into that area at all, but you can see emoting on the left side of the left picture. She's doing a little bit of a smile. On the picture on the right, there's more of a noticeable more usage of the Z, because she's not emoting as much, and her mouth has more of like a slack quality, given that she has giant aware.
Yeah, you see the left one too. I kind of caught it. Is those muscles that the Jai users have? It tends to be activating down here in the chin area, and off the top of that swirl at the corners of the mouth to pull down. So it's kind of interesting. You don't see that too much with the G users. This interesting musculature down there.
Yeah.
Nizy Kyle McLaughlin.
Nizy Chloe Savini.
Nizai Kumail Nanjiani.
That is new.
Oh wow, yeah. That's a big Nizai male. Alright then. So as a Nizai, he has offside G, so he has more upturned mouth. You can see both the pictures. He has an aware expression. It's aware of people sort of looking at it and reading it and how it would influence them. Like he's purposely smiling on the left and on the right. Not really. Or he has this sort of like just kind of like sort of self-conscious look. But the emoting doesn't go above the midline. So the cheeks, although they're they have a kind of gather yang substantial objective quality. They're sheer, but the emoting doesn't just stay on the lip line. It goes a little bit above that, unlike Zez Alpha.
The voice. 4 famous musicians search for the best voices in America and will mentor these singers to become artists. America will decide which singer will be worthy of the grand prize.
Vaiji Carson Daly. Is that new?
Yes.
Alright, so with the Vaiji, they have Vi, obviously as their source power, which gives a very concerned and prepared kind of look in their eyes. And it also gives their overall qualia more of a yang quality as compared to the other Jez Hunter, which would be the Naiji. So the Vaiji, they have more of like a tightness in their eyes, their general facial fascia, You can see it in their smile as well, their cheeks. Like I think at Carson Daly on the picture on the left, especially, you can see that even though he's smiling, there's all these like little, like tight little lines that are showing up in his smile and in his overall eye area as well. Even when he's relaxed in the picture on the right, he's got more Zai going on. You can still see that quite a bit, and his eyes also have that kind of concrete quality, more of a pinpointed quality, given that the Vi is looking at specific details. And the G is obviously going all the way up to the brim line, but it's got a different kind of look to it, a different kind of feel to it, given that he's a literal and not a interpretive like a Naiji.
Baiji, Blake Shelton.
Naiji Adam Liban.
She's pending. He's under review.
Christina Aguilera is under review. Interesting.
It is interesting, isn't it?
Yeah. Christina Aguilera is a pender.
I'm working on the music bubble next, so I've been kind of going deep on that one. Pulling some people to look at. She's one of them.
I can see why, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually kind of wondering about her.
Yeah.
Now that it's brought into question, I have some ideas. But
yeah. But anyway, Nijai CeeLo Green.
Nijai male is new.
I was actually just wondering that. Like, that crossed my mind a little bit after I said it. Like,
wait a second.
yeah, the Neof male learns commons. Okay, so Nijai, he is Ni Alpha, so he has the Ni dancing eyes in both pictures, and that's the most prominent signal from the perception lead KG Psychic Bandit Jez look, but with that, the values do go above the midline in both. He has a lot of kind of like weighing value from his Jai in both pictures. And you can see the lower lip too, but that's a different key. But it doesn't go into the eyes. The eyes remain having their own rhythm.
Vijay female, isn't it?
That is new.
Cool. Vijay, Christina Million. Vijay, in contrast to the Nijai, I mean, they both have the bifield face, but instead of in the eyes, in the Nijai you'd see Ni dancing, you'll see V laser, basically, is the biggest signal. It's prominent.
Naiji Usher Raymond.
Jai V, Shakira, is that new?
That is new.
Alrighty. So the Jai V are Tower Mojos. They're going to have that full unifield face that the towers do have. In this case, it's going to be the Jai Veil of Poincy. We've mentioned before the Jai Ni. The difference is that the eyes are going to have that clear laser-like quality, that lens-like quality of the V, but still that Veil of Poincy gives them like a soft gauziness over them.
Naishi Pharrell Williams.
Jai V Amanda Brown.
Jai V, Gwen Stefani.
Anything?
Do we want to move on, Coach? Or?
Yeah, we're stopping here. Yeah.
It is because you said it was probably. That's what it is. Probably.
Let's do it. Alrighty, quiz time.
All right.
These are high.
Eagle Eye this week. So I'm going to read out Bruno's guesses. He's not able to join us. Then we'll go round robin as regular. So first of the requisites, and these are all hairstylists, is Harry Josh. Bruno's guess is Ni Jai. What did you say, Glenn?
I said Vaiji, but I don't know.
How about you, Ben?
That's actually not a bad guess. I'm actually surprisingly considered. I was between like Naiji and Nijai and Vijay. I guess Nijai, but I don't know.
I guess Naishi, not confident.
Guessed Vijay on him.
He is Vijay.
Oh man.
Jai.
Right out of the gate.
Yeah, these giant males don't have a lot of, but actually this bubble looks like the force is strong with them in their
Yeah, so kind of like the cooking bubble boy.
Yeah, I had a feeling I was going to see a lot of them. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah. Next, Marie Robinson. Bruno guessed Vijay for her. What did you guess, Glenn?
I said Nijai for her. I thought I was seeing that.
Nizai.
I said Vijay.
It was between Vijay and I said Nizai, but
You guys, this is a toughy one. Another one. Vizai. Vizai female.
Vijay. Okay.
Oh shit.
What?
Oh.
Whoa. This
We're
is
going to have to look at her.
This quiz is a crusher already.
That's
A
cool.
Vijay male and a Vizai female.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Okay, so Lori Pindaha. Bruno said Nijai. What'd you say, Glenn?
I said Naishi.
I said Naiji.
I said Naishi.
He's a Vijay.
With Niji on him.
Vaiji.
Vaiji. Okay. Niji is my so that kind of that's
Yeah. that makes
No,
sense.
this is not what it's too good for me.
Even when it is a Jazz Hunter, it's the other one.
one. Guy Tang. Bruno said Naiji. What'd you say, Glenn?
I thought he was a Vijay.
I guess Vijay.
I said Naishi.
I said Vijay.
Vijay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew you looked weird.
A more rounded sort of look. Next one, Ted Gibson. Bruno said Nijai for him. What'd you say, Glenn?
I thought I was seeing Jaini, actually.
Vijay.
I said Jinai.
I said Vijay.
Vijay.
Okay. Alright, into optionals. Tracy Cunningham. Bruno said Naiji.
I said Vijay.
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 I said Vijay.
Vijay. Actually, you guys are doing better than I thought you were. Nice.
Yep. Next, Andy Lecomte. Bruno said Nijai. What'd you say, Glenn?
I said Vijay.
Vijay.
I said Jinai, but I'm probably wrong.
I said Vijay.
Vijay.
His voice had such a raspy quality. Like, I thought that was V.
Next one is Georgie Tot. Bruno said Naiji. What did you say?
Yeah, I said Naiji too, but I was back and forth between both the Jazz Hunters quite a bit.
I guess Naiji.
I said Naishi.
I said Vijay, but I thought Vaiji maybe too. Was
I can see with your dilemma that you were actually trying to solve it there. He was tough. We were viewing him too. This is Zine.
Ah, okay.
Oh. Yeah, I
that
know
makes
he had that
sense.
look to him. He had that look to him where, like,
Yes.
you could tell he had, like, lots of Zai, and it was kind of...
Abilities. I was still going to make him literal, so okay. Zine. All right. Next, Oribe. Bruno said Vaiji.
I said Naiji.
I guess Nijai.
I said Faishi.
I went with Vaiji on him.
I believe Vijay.
Vijay. Oh. Okay. All right. Last one is Dan Sharp. Bruno said Naiji.
Yeah, same.
Nijai.
I said Naiji.
Said Naiji.
Vaiji.
Vaiji. Ah!
Oh my god.
We had a lot of fun reviewing here.
Oh,
Okay, so this is not a big interpretive bubble, to say the least.
yeah.
But you guys actually tracked a lot of those Vijay, so good
Literally the only interpretive on this quiz was Ziny.
Yeah. And their Ziny are surprisingly big in fashion
Yeah.
sorts of things.
Yeah, but interesting that they're on also like the side of like behind the camera. You know?
Yeah, just all of it,
Art.
it seems.
It's a really interesting bubble.
Yeah, because they're, like, also artistic and,
We
like...
really want to flip this bubble then, because the Vijay dudes is one we really have a hard time getting. This looks like they're strong here.
So, how many people got Harry Josh as a
Here's the ones
Vijay?
I mentioned, John.
I think
I think a lot of people missed the ones that have
All right.
stars.
Well, how about Yeah, so Marie Robinson. I don't think
Yeah.
anyone got that one, so Coach, you're gonna.
No, Vizai.
She was the only practical on the quiz. So,
Oh yeah. I think a couple of you actually did see Zez Gather.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nizai, a lot of people said that. And then I think some people said V Alpha as well, Vijay.
It's
I was
Vizai.
totally off.
In Nizai we were going with. Yeah, I looked at it for a while. I was not expecting that.
It kind of makes sense.
It does, but like
Yeah.
the vloggers where they have like the fashion makeup. There's a lot of Vijay, Nizai. I haven't seen Vizai. So
I know, Vizai don't vlog, I
I
guess.
kept trying for a while. I kept trying to make one of those two fit.
Yeah.
I was kind of like interested in like how her emoting didn't go very up, but at the same time she had like.
Yeah, I thought her emoting was really weird for a Vijay. I happened to be a lot of samples in this quiz. Like I was guessing it, but like they didn't really fit that well.
I think you guys can see it here. Now looking at it, she has that classic Zez Gather Cheshire cat. Big
Yeah.
smile, but it does not go in the
And then
cheeks.
her eyes are laser.
They're
which is
laser.
What was creating my confusion in my head because I wouldn't call her Nizai, but I was like, that's fine.
And the only two, from say as opposed to Nizai, is her hands have that cool fleshy as compared to cool Gumby. A little more earthy, a little more visceral. Hour or two.
Focus, bro,
Also
focus.
that voice a little earthier too than the Nizai. Okay, so see if you guys what you guys can note now, because it looks like most of you guys were actually close, either with Vijay or Nizai.
Yeah, and notice her eyes, they look laser. And then it's Cheshire cat quality.
You to say, okay, this is what she is. So how do you go about creating that perfect color for each person?
Those eyes, they look very gathery, but they're lazy.
Well, speaking, I think I can just enhance it and make it a little bit better. Some people need a lot of help. And I'll usually say, give me a couple of times to figure out where it is that we want to go to make sure that it looks most beautiful for you. And I also love to collaborate to make sure that the stylist is involved also, but I'm giving them the appropriate hair color for the cut as well. Okay. And you also, we've talked about, when women come into the salon, that it's really good to be relaxed and to really have fun.
Yeah, I think for most of you, this is probably just an experience thing.
Yeah, I think so too.
I got it myself. I saw the Vizai, but then I kept trying to put the other two on it just because I was like, really? A Vizai? I was like, you sure it's not a Vizai? You sure it's not a Vizai? I kept doing that. I was like, no, it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm a friend of
What really helped me with her actually is that she right away reminded me of some like more athlete bubble Vizai ladies, and that's what helped me. I was like, no, I think that's what I'm seeing. She's doing, it's a fashion kind of look to her, but her actual face reminds me of some of the sporty ones.
Yes, absolutely. I also like to know that when someone is going to do a bigger change, if they do want a bigger change, they also have the time to be able to maintain it.
Are there any like riffs that you got, Coach?
Yeah, I said the riffs. I can't think of the name off the top of my head, but she reminded me of a few of the Vizai tennis player female. Yeah, that's what kind of came out. Their names are a little tricky. Or some long Russian names, but she reminded me a bit of tennis was the one that came to my mind. And that way she has her mouth, like there. Beach volleyball player. Champions. It's a Zyvi and a V-Zy. Misty May Trainer. Misty May Trainer.
I was thinking about her, yeah.
Look at her. And a little bit of Jersey Shore, one of the Jersey Shore girls too. She has brunette hair, I think. She has things her lips, like this in the teeth show.
Whether you wear glasses or not. So I think it's like the frame becomes the focus, and maybe your hair color.
Are we pretty good on her?
A little bit more simple. And that's a great.
Yeah, just I think it'll experience, like you said.
Yeah, I think it was.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So, Lori,
Did anyone get that one?
did anyone get Baiji for Lori Padaha?
Oh yeah, I did. Oh no, I didn't. I said Naiji.
Or most you guys guessing this? Naiji or is it Vijay or a combo?
I guess Naiji.
Me too.
Nice, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Naiji.
Alright.
Nice.
Because he was like more playful, like
Yeah, these
more
Naiji
like,
fashions tend to be neat.
yeah, more like free spirited and that kind of
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like his style.
yeah,
looks like
kind of
one of the ones in
alternative.
Nice that we've had. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry, go ahead, guys.
yeah. He seemed more like he was like like artistic in a way, like in a Naiji kind of artistic kind
I
of way.
think
I
it's
don't know.
Kalento a little bit.
Yeah.
But maybe it's just Hunter Riff.
It was harder to see the pallor. It's hard to see the pallor on his face, but I think it has to be there. Just have to like, train your eyes to see it more.
Got like a knee, the way he's moving his hands there.
Yeah.
Probably.
Doesn't have the same visceral quality that like a Vida has.
Go to the other one.
Sure. What's the problem?
Because actually, I'm
He wobbles a little bit.
taking a look at all my stuff here.
So what are you looking for?
Just myself, make sure he's not an IG. That's I want to see his hands. Because with these the Jez hunters, one thing I look for is the eyes, but that's more when they're at rest. When they're moving, a lot of times I like to look at their hands. Is topic an interview at any point, or is it just always like this?
I don't think he has an official interview.
Okay. How about this one here? Yeah, I'm going to go with the soft because I wish the video was a bit better here, but I do think I'm seeing a pinchness in the eyes. Okay, this is the video I looked at. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay. Yeah, because I was trying to remember the one I looked at to see him because he's a bit tricky. But right here, the hands. There's something about the Vaiji hands where they do this thing that's sort of like a hard version of the Zaini spider. I don't see the Naiji doing that as much. So I would focus here on the hands. That's what helped me. There, you see he's doing it? This thing where he splays them upward,
Yeah.
there's a slight upward splay to them. He does a lot when he temples them.
Yeah.
Looked to me like even before though he had like bobbly motions with them.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. He moves the hands. That reminds me a bit of the heart spine. There, the way he's rubbing it. All those kind of remind me of like a Zaini hand, but with more tensioning. Yeah, he's a case I'd like to revisit later on when I'm more familiar with this bubble. But the eyes do look a bit pinched to me, with a lot of knees, sort of like that guy. He's a blonde guy. He's a dancer. Him and his sister are on the Derek Ho, who has a lot of knee, good G, kind of up and hip and happy. That hip happy kind of thing kind of like mutes the Vi concern a bit. But I do believe I'm seeing it there in the eyes. And for me, the big thing that helped me was the hands. There again, the way he did that.
Yeah, there's something about the way his fingers.
They keep playing back like this because I noticed like I call it like a surgeon hands. I noticed all the Vaiji have it, even like the Vaiji fighters will have like a lot of strength in them because they're used to like grappling or doing punching. But still, when they talk, it has this very fine quality.
Yeah.
It's interesting because the way they move their hands, in general, is more yang than the Naiji. But when they do this kind of stuff, it highlights their modulation powers. That is the Zaini-ness of it.
Yeah, he did like the splaying again.
Yeah,
There it was
that
again.
hands would kind of capture my attention. Yeah, even there, without anything, he's been like this in his hand. His hand likes doing that. And that's something I've noticed. It might be in all Zai mojos or something, but I've noticed it more in the ad serbs and then the mojos that are related to them, like the Vaiji and the Ji Bai in their own way too.
The shades of those.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So yeah, soft read Vajjeep, and I'm going to stay with that based on the hands. And I believe the eyes remind me of Derek Ho. A lot of knee, but still with a concern. The way that Rick just stood there too. Yeah, he's doing that. You see it?
Yeah.
You'll have his hand like that, and the tips go away. It's very particular. Yeah, I believe those are Vajjeep hands.
These younger Vaiji are really hard because they can oftentimes, be very free spirit like and kind of very offbeat, I guess. Whereas like the politicians are all like very like old.
Right there. Do you see that thing he did there? It reminded me again of like a firmer Zaini. The way he did that thing, the splaying.
I see it all the time. Yeah, he does it all the
He
time.
did it here. He did it on his chin. He did the splay chin stroke that Zaini do all the time. It reminded me of that, just with a more strength and more tensioning in the fingers.
Also, the way he just like moved his hand around and stuff. I feel like I can see the Vi and the knee in there.
Let's see. All right, next one. Who we got?
We got Georgie Cott of Zaini.
That would be a good one to look at.
Yeah, we gotta go over him. He was a little bit tricky as far as media goes, but
He was. Some of the optionals were.
But it makes sense that he was included as an optional. Obviously.
Coach, you want to take lead on this one?
He was very different from the rest. He kind of like did this kind of performance thing where he would sing and he would dance and he would. I don't know. I thought that was very
Did
different.
very big creations on the model's hair, like more elaborate than seemed like the other hairstyles.
Experimental.
Yeah, more experimental, more high fashion.
Yeah. I was wondering about the Zaini a little bit, but then I was like, I don't know. I think I might be seeing tensioning, but then no. Zaini are tricky that way, I think.
Trying to find a video going back to the forum for him, since he doesn't have a lot of media. Alright, let's see here.
I wonder what the angle is for like the Zaini males and how they get into it. Fashion.
Yeah. Very curious of this bubble. I have to keep expanding, see what brings them in there. But it seems like there's something there because the Vaiji is related to Vijay by Vijay, the Vaiji is related to Zaini by Shade. So I don't know much more than that.
Well, obviously, there's plenty of Zaini females in fashion.
Yeah. Okay, so the knee eyes struck me right away because I was thinking maybe Vaiji, but the knee seems quite pronounced, and his bobbleness. He has that.
Yeah, and there's like no moting going up the face.
No emoting. No emoting in the cheeks hardly at all, and then the eyes are constantly receptive.
His face has like that really, really thin quality that Zaini is
That
especially.
very
I think,
localized
might have.
shade lip area.
Yeah.
Yeah, it reminded me of Johnny Weiss, that skater, but I don't know what mojo he is though.
I think he might be Naiji.
Okay.
But I can see why I think that.
Yeah.
Similar, the kind of lean, flamboyant.
Flamboyance.
Yeah, you're always, you said, more high fashion, more experimental.
Fantasy.
Yeah, more fantasy, that's a good word for it. Show him again. Yeah, it was a lot to work with, but the knee eyes just keep heading me as being drinking in, and then the cheeks not moving. I don't think I saw the cheeks move right there. You see, right the way his hands move, very deft. That spiderness of the hair as he works with it. And I've yet to see any emoting go above the lip. And he's articulating well, but I still hear like da da, almost like he's taking breaths as he keeps pushing like that. And the eyes, they're actually rather big and they're drinking in.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I was wondering what that was.
See how he goes, how he feathers around their hair like this? His hands naturally sway back away from. Very cool.
He's kind of doing it in like a, I don't know. It's kind of fun to watch him cut hair. He's kind of dancing.
Yeah,
He's
doing
kind of
it.
like a mad scientist, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's a hair scientist.
Hair scientist. I'm a hairologist. Is her hat made of her hair?
Yeah.
That's pretty boss.
Whoa.
That had his hair.
Yeah, right here you see he's smiling and he doesn't go anywhere. Yeah, he's actually articulating pretty continuously, but it's a heaviness in the voice and yeah, look smiling now still. Doesn't even go to the mustache area.
His eyes get dancy
Yeah,
quite a bit
very
when he
dancy.
does that.
Yeah, perk, 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 perk. Yeah, look at his hands when he grabs the flowers.
Yeah.
Some of the designy hands and the Vijay, the conversion of this, it almost reminds you like feathers, like the fingers made of feathers or something.
Interesting.
Because they tend to go back like this a bit, and then also they always touch very much with the pads. Very cool. So yeah, designing.
Next, Aribe. I think for Aribe, I think several of us, I know I did, said Vijay for him. Did anyone call him Vijay?
I said Vijay.
Why don't you take lead then?
Oh, because I guess Jed's gathered. I should.
He was a Vijay.
He's a. Oh, sorry. I guess Nijai.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
No,
I misread it because I put the right answer next to the answer I gave when I write it down.
Okay. So Coach.
Yeah, I guess Nijai.
Oh, sorry to cut you off.
Oh, I said I guess Nijai.
Okay. Yeah.
I said Naiji.
You're great, Jordan.
But yeah.
Those weird looks he did, Ben, that reminded me of a Maz a little bit.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay, so most of you were guessing Vijay. Okay, I can see he definitely has more of a commanding presence.
Yeah, but he reminds me quite a bit now of like Caesar Milan.
Yeah.
Like you can see.
And like him, he seems to have a bit more natural at playing the lead. Some of the Vijay looked a little more like they're still playing to the patrons. He looks like he's arrived a bit of an arrived artist. So that's something to take more dominance.
He's still very playful.
Yeah, very playful, but he has an air about him of someone who has achieved success and he knows it.
There's like a Nai gravitas, like his name has meaning across the lands.
Okay, right there. The other thing in Vijay is he articulates well, has nice gravitas in his voice as well as his overall bearing. But when he's talking, it actually is fairly deadpan. And then you see his big smiles he's doing, it's generally in the pause faces.
That makes a lot of sense.
Right there, see? When he's receiving, he takes the jai heavier.
Halle Berry for the cover. It's amazing.
You see that right there? Even when he said thank you very much, that's even a very nice, pleasant, kind of emotively laden response. But when he said it, his cheeks are flat. When he talks, his cheeks are flat, and the heaviness is mainly in the voice. And as soon as he stopped, then the smiling begins.
Loved her hair.
He said, actually loved, he smiles. And she says, love, the second time, his smile grew. That was funny, look at it again. He says, loved, loved. Watch his mouth when she says loved, loved. He goes, shy, happy, shy, happy.
Also, the way he looks down in a very shyish kind of way, that also, there's a lot of shy going on there too.
Yeah. And you see when he goes down also, he nods his head forward, he gets anvily. He go like almost like he's acknowledging that point. He go, oh, yes. Yes, it's a chili, a Z, yes. Like a Nijai would, but the V. So I think I focused a bit on why he's not a Baiji. I want to hit a little bit why he's not a Nijai.
Her hair.
Well, thank you.
And it's amazing.
Thank you. It's a simple concept. I think that,
She a Baiji?
you know, when you're
Not sure what she is yet. Maybe her hands are long.
be strong and then just come up with an easy concept.
What was your first set? What got you doing editorial work?
Just happened to be in New York. I was working for Darren. I think that was in 1978.
His mouth always bothered me how it was unaware as well.
Yeah, right here,
Yeah, it's
you
kind of-
see the energy and the smile? It's inward, more in the lower lip, exposed in the lower teeth more easily. Now, as far as the Nijai, his glasses made it a bit more challenging because the main thing you tell apart the different gatherers is the eyes. But his voice has a more earthy quality to
Yeah,
it.
I heard that too, Coach. It sounded very earthy. Very.
You know, his face too.
Yeah.
It like has a yangness to it.
Yeah, more of a fleshy.
The way he moves in the mouth and stuff.
Every time you see his gesturing come up, you'll see it has more of a substantial, earthier quality.
Yeah. That's why I thought I knew it was literal.
All right, let's watch a little more of him because we don't have a lot of Vijay, and I think a lot of times we maybe think of Vijay males, maybe don't really see them as being like in this kind of lead position. So it's good to see him because he's a Vijay who's very successful, very in control.
So it was 1990, and I was 14 years old. Sorry. And I was obsessed with Elena Evangelista, Vogue magazine, although I thought the clothes were really expensive. Still do. And top
Something
model
about his laugh too. It
Yeah.
feels like
magazine, a large format.
He laughs inward as compared to the G sort of outward laugh.
Doing more
He's like, ah.
and it also has like this kind of heavier quality given the V, I think too.
cover. And good on this those women during that time. Individually. Wow.
It was amazing. Those girls were like the movie stars, like they are.
Yeah, that hand's a little more yang than a Nijai would be. And you see there, he keeps doing it on his mouth. He keeps doing these quick sort of lower his the outside of his lips will go down. He'll go He'll do it a second here again. He keeps doing it. There it is. Just did it again.
I also love
His quick see this here? He's doing this. Looks better when he does it, obviously, because he has Jai, but
Yeah.
But it looks very earnest and kind.
But I like to take notes about what and I wrote this. I want to show this person over here.
I think when he shows off his bottom teeth.
On April 25th at 1:37 p.m. Tell me a little bit more about that.
She's so amazing. I mean, you're doing that. She's such a great guest.
Honor, very. There, you see it? Do you see that?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
He does it very quickly, but he does them a lot.
It's a downward kind of frown kind of look.
Yeah, exactly. But it looks quite cool when he does it. It's actually very cool.
He does it quite a bit. He does it like just
like these little punctuation points. These little
Yeah.
like poignant punctuations.
there, the laser eyes. You could see it a little bit there when he did that.
All right, move on. Do you have one more?
One more. In sharp. I think most of us said Naiji for him.
Vaiji.
Well, most of us said Naiji, but he's a Baiji. That's what
Okay. We're talking about
Dan Sharp? Okay. Yeah.
Anyone guess 5G?
No, I was considering Vaishi. Kind of annoyed.
I was strongly considering him. I was going back and forth between like Peter Fascinelli, who's
I
like
thought
the
there'd be like way
Naiji.
more curves in this bubble for some reason. I don't know why.
Interestingly enough, his name is let me find it here. I wrote it down.
Who are you looking for?
He reminded me of a Vaiji who has like really good knee. Yeah, Peter A. Levine.
Sounds really familiar.
See those just
Oh yeah, is he like a medic? He's like a psychologist dude. Yeah, I remember him. He was pretty recent on a quiz.
You're right there. All right. So overall, he's got a good game, a lot of knee, but continuously, you're going to see seeing right here a lot of the same stuff you may see a Naiji doing as hunters, but look at the tension in the eyes and the mouth. He's got a very kind of hip, happy, upbeat kind of energy in general, but there is this constant concern quality.
yeah, the Peter Facinelli.
Yeah.
Good.
Boom.
That Glenn mentioned.
Oh, is that what you're saying, Peter Facinelli?
Mm-hmm.
But he's an IG, right?
Facinelli, I'm sure.
No, he's a Baiji. He's a Baiji.
We'll look at him.
Oh,
Peter Facinelli.
Peter Vasinelli.
The 20K has him listed as a.
But yeah, very
Oh,
see the
he's a Vaishnavi.
area. It has that more yang quality, a little more taut.
Oh.
Again, there. Pretty much, one thing with him that I'm doing it now naturally, but I'm realizing that I did it before as well. I found it helpful when I'm trying to figure out if I'm looking at, say, one of the Jez hunters versus another, or one of the Jez gatherers versus another, or anything like that. Freeze frames are very, very helpful because when they're in motion, a lot of times you're going to be more hit by the similarities of the Jez hunters. But when you freeze it, the subtle aesthetics come through. Because again, look at the eyes, a little tighter, the lips a little tighter. All right, right here. Okay, this is great because he's very smiling in this picture. It's a very smiley picture, but it's actually, if you take away his hip hair, don't look at his hip hair, but from like the eyebrow down, he actually looks like an affable politician or journalist.
Yeah, his eyes do look have this like very like concerned type sort of quality to them. Comparison
Yeah,
to there.
struck me
really
as very. It struck me as very like piercing, but like yeah.
He has good knee development. Let me see if I can get anything with the hands. I don't know if you guys can hear it. The audio is not the greatest in this, but his voice does have the drone, although it's more of a kind of an upbeat drone with the amount of knee he has. Okay. I don't know if you can see it too well here when I freeze from, but his hand, he has a thing that the Baiji have that when they move their hand quickly, particularly sometimes doing these more rolly motions, you kind of see that relationship to the Zaini in their hand. A little bit there. The Baiji have an interesting way of telling jokes and anecdotes. There, okay. You can see now he's going heavy into his worldview map there, and there is that more concerned look. He's like looking for something specific as he goes here. Does not have the more dreamy look that the Naiji has when they go off to their left.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with the Naiji, it's more like they're trying to find something that they've never found before, almost.
Yeah, like they're almost trying to find the edges of it, where he looks like he's kind of touching an edge. He's touching something more specific.
Yeah, it's like tip on his tongue or something. I'm really seeing like there's like a tightness in his mouth area. That
Yeah, right there.
feels very Vi-ish.
Yeah, right there. That edge. It's all over the face, but I notice a lot right around the eye socket area, but then also right around the lips. Right around the lips, there's something more yang about that. that expression right there than when an IG does it.
True,
All right.
yeah.
Good stuff. Intense. Alrighty. You guys, is that all one we want to cover? Or is there any more?
Yep, that's the end.
All right. Let's do live reads now.
Okay, there's Nikki Clark, also a hairstylist. Let me put the name in the chat.
This would be a good way to test our what we've learned.
But now we're getting into the females a little bit more, which we didn't really do too much for this quiz, so it's going to be more new stuff.
Oh yeah, was there only one? Oh, there was two, right? Two ladies?
I think those two.
Yeah.
One
Nikki
Visa
Clark
and one
is a
Vijay.
guy. Nikki Clark is a guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind. Sorry about that.
No worries. Sorry. I believe, at least from
Yeah.
the seeing the thumbnails.
Yeah, I think it is. He's got like the Fabio haircut.
There we go.
But I do know that actually he has, a talent. In fact, strangely enough, actually, I totally forgot about it, but 25 years ago,
Yeah,
I
this
worked
footage is
as
a little
talent.
tough.
I
It's
had
a little
this,
grainy.
small,
I'm like often I find like how stylish these people are to be to have like an impact on me. So I have to kind of look past that.
Yeah, that's definitely
Kind of
true.
reminds me of like Hugh Jackman in a way, but
It wasn't
I think different.
and he came with these fantastic stories and,
I am noticing he's got more of a rounder face.
paintings and
Well,
Italian
Hugh Jackman's interesting.
records and stuff like that. And the only reason I didn't go with it in the end was I was told later that the actual set apart that guy. And so all of that wonderful work would never have lasted. So there was sort of, got to look after that idea. But no, that's where I first met him before he was all known in some degree. Well, I mean, they always, it's going up to today, it's he looks so similar. And I mean, I said it's probably because we've got the same tailor, because actually William had the same tailor. Yes, the more exaggerated version. But I do remember many years ago. And that was really sure. They came
Moves around a bit.
to traitor. That many of us left with long hair. Oh, God. Exactly. Who thought I thought I Well, Kelly, the model that I use is exactly.
It's very personable. That's not necessarily a mojo cue, but it's very personable.
Could mean that he's Jez Mojo.
Yeah, could mean, yeah.
I feel like I already have something in mind.
Don't go specific to a mojo, just kind of like what motif I'm seeing. It's good to kind of give descriptors of that for you.
She's actually ahead of
Yeah, and kind of this, like this image here, he's smiling, that I just pasted. It looks to me like the emoting is going into the cheeks at least.
I would also say that the emoting looks very much like shy.
Thank you.
I don't know, I feel like that's like resonating.
Not to try to thought. The women don't whatever. You know. I suppose really, I think it's just.
Yeah, I don't know that I'm seeing like, are you guys seeing like that pinching that we were talking about with the Baiji a little bit ago and around the mouth area?
I think I might be seeing pinching in the eyes.
That might just be because partly due to old age, I think. So
Is he
a little bit of
that old
weakness.
though? I mean, I'm sure he's definitely aged, but he's not like.
With this sample is maybe going with pictures more because the video is a little bit limited.
It's kind of what I've been saying.
This is the only video?
There's one more,
Okay.
I think.
But just from looking at the
I'm
video,
seeing it both in pictures and video.
going back and forth, the pictures seem to be a little
More grabby.
grabby.
The idea is not.
Yeah, it's interesting. Okay, so there's one more video, so I can switch to that one. If you guys are cool with that.
Sure, yeah.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, here we go.
Hey Kim, I have a quick question. I just magazine. Hi, Timothy. Hi. I have a quick question on camera. Hi, Nikki. What country is?
Well, you know, it's a great cause, isn't it? I mean, you know, Back Dogs, it's been around since I remember, that's for sure.
Yeah. Do you think people are doing enough to help support it?
Yeah, I mean, I think this is the last couple of years.
His hands looked a
much more
little
in the public eye as well, and I think they're really just
Substantial.
fleshy,
people
little
realise that,
baby.
you know, some of the old adages, you know, the whole kind of, you know, doggies for life and stuff like that. But I think people are really are thinking much more about, you know, sort of.
Yeah, I think I'm seeing.
You know, and I think they really are. I
I
mean,
know what I'm saying with him.
great place for, you know, man's best friend, isn't it?
Absolutely. There's a few performers here tonight. Who are you looking forward to seeing? Dennis Fine,
Well, I've got connections with both of those.
Fantastic. Thanks for your time.
You're very welcome. Take care.
I'm trying not to be too quick to judge on like what I think is Mojo's, but I think I am seeing what it is that I think that I'm seeing, which is the Vijay. I don't know what you guys.
Yeah, that's where I'm. That's right now, like that. My guess is like, look at this picture here that I just pasted. Also, this whole
Yeah, I don't see that changing very much. But
objective,
yeah,
like gatherer sort of energy.
his mouth looks unaware. The emoting looks internal. The eyes, they have a very sort of laser-like quality to them, which kind of gives them that more pinched quality, like a vibe, but different. It's the concrete.
Sometimes you see him doing these like
Well, I
delayed
mean, you are
smiles.
seeing a pinch hole in the eyes, so I do want to definitely consider Bai Ji as well.
Like, yeah, some of these pictures
Well, you know-
doing like these smiles with the lower lip, and then his eyes get really bright.
Here, we got another video here. Let me put that. Here we go. Let's see.
I hear often, you know, people talking about, you know, bad hair days. And, you know, this is,
Of course, you're free to go where you want. Just, for me personally, I'm not really sold on Vijay yet.
Right. And you have every reason, because I mean, you've been right before when it comes to. But I feel like I'm seeing Hugh Jackman.
Hey Mitchell, you put that picture up. What was it that you were seeing with that one?
I was just saying, like, it looks like he's doing a
One thing's good in this one here.
like, kind of delighted.
Next time, tell Mark with Mojo's is you see a lot of his hands this one, so that's good too.
I also feel like I'm seeing quite a bit of animation. Looks very, very V-amped.
Seems that way, yeah. I'd say, did we see that splaying that Coach was talking about, or Babaji?
I'm gonna pay attention to that now, actually.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's a subtle cue. I mean, it's a like advanced cue, but wondering.
So far, I don't think I'm seeing it now.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that yet.
Driving using the wrong products.
Yeah, I mean, I do hear like a breathiness in his voice. I can definitely really see the Vijay angle.
Yeah.
It's hard though, because like he does have a very pinched look to his eyes. Like he can be very kind of personable way that you see sometimes with chess hunters, but it could really be Jai, you know.
Yeah, I put a picture up that you guys, and I think his lip is doing something that I think I've seen more Jai doing than G, like that lower lip.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Oribe was doing the same thing. The coach was mentioning, like that frowny quality.
But, like
Yeah.
the smile that I showed, it looked kind of like vulnerable to me. Like it looked more like
Kind of self-effacing.
open mouth sort of energy.
Yeah. He also looks like that guy from Duran, but like not necessarily like dancing eyed, but like what's that guy? The main guy from Duran. He's a Nijai. Simon Laban. Just a little actually. Now that I'm looking at his picture, back in the '80s when he had that like.
Yeah,
Like this one here. Let me copy the image. here, but the eyes, they're not giving me the same quality, but something about his like personability.
Who's that?
Simon Le Bon, the lead singer of Duran Duran, and he's a Nijai.
Okay.
I've seen all of the,
I feel like his profile reminds me a lot of Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
The eyes obviously they don't quite match up the same because I have more of like a beginner quality with Hugh and not so much with him.
Oh, there are definitely similarities.
Yeah, I definitely can see that. That's a really good riff, I think, because the eyes that, it definitely is a. My biggest problem with this guy is his eyes, so I think that's a really good riff. I think it might be leaning more towards Vijay now.
Yeah, I think sometimes it might be challenging to see the difference between laser and prepared.
Yeah.
Because they both have this sort of like Yanger concrete quality to them, but they're different in how they come out.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I mean, I think I'm seeing B. And I think he does a lot of talking, but I don't think that's monologuing necessarily. I think that's double barreling, especially since he's got a lot of animation that he does with his hand gesturing, and he's constantly doing.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of gatherers that do kind of the constant talking thing.
That looks like shimmy to me. I don't know. That looks like the way he moves. It has this sort of like interesting quality to it. It doesn't look like bobble.
That constant talking is actually more of an indication of gather. Probably.
I don't know. I think I'm ready to call it. I'm not sure if you guys.
Yeah, I think I'm ready to call it.
I know you were trying to discern. Do you feel okay with making a guess? Ben?
Oh yeah, I feel okay now.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll start off with you, Glenn. Where do you land on Mr. Nicky Clark?
I'm gonna say Vijay and then Vaiji and then Vijay.
Okay. How about you, Ben?
I'm gonna say Vijay then Vaiji.
All right. Mitchell?
And go with the Vijay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Vijay.
Vijay it is. Nice work, team.
Oh.
By the way, I did the same thing you guys did. I went a little different route, but same thing with the fourth year, because we don't have a lot of Vijay males to riff on. I riffed on a literal version of a Nijai. You guys did Hugh Jackman and Simon Le Bon. I did one that was a little more obscure. The TV show Hercules, The Legendary Journey.
That guy, yeah.
Sidekick.
That guy. Oh my gosh, that's what I was seeing, but I didn't really remember his name.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Him. That guy.
Oh, Michael
Hurst.
Hurst.
You might be him, but literal.
Michael Hurst.
Oh. That's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that a lot, actually. Yeah, this guy, Michael Hurst. Yeah.
That's
Okay. Awesome. Great work, team.
Great. Time for another one?
Yeah.
We don't have another one.
Okay, does anyone have anything they would like read off the top of their head? We have 15 minutes.
Off the top of our heads?
I do. I'm not sure if he has the best media.
We'll give it a go. What do you got?
He's like a journalist. That's his name.
Okay. I look for some video on.
I think he has media, but I'm gonna have to. It's sort of. I haven't thoroughly researched.
That's nice.
But one thing real quick is, Glenn, I think you're noting it was on this guy here, Nicky Clark, is his animation. It has that gather quality. It's not bobble, but it does share it. Then when you get going, you see his head and his shoulders would lift. His gesture going, he kind of like up in the seat. I'm exaggerating, but he kind of like his shoulders would go up like a half inch as he was doing it. And that's something you kind of notice with the gatherers as they get going.
Yeah, and it had this more tactile feel to it, the way he would like snap, like do these kinds of things.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So is another one of these like 538?
Yeah, he's not like He's not like directly on the team, but he's like a contributor to the site and stuff.
Okay.
But he's like a
This
Yes.
one who's lecturing?
yeah, it's this guy.
Now I have to switch into like the political bubble now.
Yeah. Yeah, this is like
Different games.
he's like an analyst and journalist.
Well, there are some connections.
Of course, there's always going to be connections.
Oh, but I mean, even some same mojos.
I was 11 or 12. We were getting the cable TV installed in our house. For a couple of weeks, we only got 2 channels.
My sheet.
Yeah, it kind of is giving me a little Hunter, Jazz Hunter, like a Vaiji more vibes.
I wasn't saying that's what the mojo is necessarily, but
Started memorizing names of another time.
Alright, he's a Vaiji.
that's definitely something to consider when we get into this bubble. So, I think that's definitely not a bad direction to go.
Voters need to look down the street.
Got an interesting smile on those in the picture.
Wasserman.
Understand what's really going on.
It does seem aware today.
It does seem
Yeah.
aware of it too.
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying.
Doesn't look like he's like a Xenon or anything like that.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't seem xenite on me. Like the bracelet, it's not. It seems
No.
It also looks like it has a bit of like a tightness in the corners. I don't know. I think I might be seeing that too.
Voters still using these places, whether it's the country or not. Fewer and fewer
I could think of if she's plausible.
And third of all, both parties in Congress have pushed towards the polls, including
Although that might be a little premature.
find either party
Gotcha.
ever.
Here, I'll get another video.
University Institute of
Oh,
Politics.
oh, looks like you got one already.
it's a short one, but it's like his face framed
Okay.
well. Yeah, I mean, I'm seeing like a Vaiji journalist riff.
Yeah, me too.
Kind of looks like Hunter Eyes to me. Seems like aware. It looks like it's activating in the cheeks. It tries to keep it kind of cool and neutral for the most part, but that's part of the journalistic style.
Yeah, I think I might actually be seeing like a riff of David Epstein. Although David is a little bit more finer, like smaller in the face, I think. With a smile and the overall kind of look. And also, he's a journalist as well, kind of.
I don't know. I don't really know what else to consider.
Yeah, I don't
So-
I think. What is his? What's the bubble that he's in?
He's like a political journalist, political analyst. At least in that general area.
What about the ad serves? Like the Nizai, I think.
Yeah, that's probably like
That would probably be my next guess.
yeah, me too. It would be like something like Nizai maybe.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a Ziny to me.
Maybe he could be like a more substantial Ziny. I don't know, but
I
I
don't
don't
know.
think so either.
I don't think his smile looks Ziny to me at all.
The way he's like doing that thing with his eyebrows, that looks like it's like Vi, I think. Hair concern.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It looks like concern in his eyes, in his
Yeah.
forehead.
Mhm.
I don't see any bobble really.
Yeah, I would
A little
definitely.
bit, but there's a little bit of a bubble, but it's a very tight kind of bubble, right? It's a very controlled kind of bubble. I think.
Very cool. I think
And he widens his eyes quite a bit for like impact, I think. But it has like a very heavy, like prepared tone to it, I think. Concerned, like you remember this, okay? Like that kind of thing. Assuming he's a Vaiji, of course, which I think he is.
I think I'm ready to call it, but
yeah.
Sure. I
I,
feel comfortable.
maybe we can fit a third one in here. I don't know.
okay. Well, start off with you, Glenn. What's your guess?
I'm gonna say Vaiji and then possibly Zenai and then Nizai.
Okay.
Fine.
Oh, I'm gonna say Vaiji.
I'm gonna go with the Vaiji.
I'm gonna go with Vaiji on him.
Vaiji it is. Good job, team. Actually, you guys zoned in there a little quicker than I did. When I saw him at first, maybe you were seeing a little bit of that too, Glenn. The substantialness of his head, I was making sure I wasn't like a Xeni or something.
Yeah, but I thought I was the G
No, he
of
wasn't.
his mouth. I got right away. I was like, there's no way.
The eyes, yeah, jumped out.
What helped me is in the first video when he was going to lecture, is when he would use his hands. I was like, oh, those are Vaiji.
I was looking at pictures too, so that'd be another reason. Zoned in on that particular thing.
Yeah, I think the eyes, they kind of popped out a little bit too much, and the face, it had a substantial quality, but it didn't feel like helmety. I don't know.
No.
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 And
But yeah, the first video
yeah.
though, when it was farther away, I was like, is that what? I was glad I got the close up. The close up helped a lot. You really kind of get the energy of his eyes taken in. Alrighty. Boom. I think that's it for the evening. Well done, team. Nice job in the live reads.
Yeah.
And actually, just props on tracking that many Vijay in the initial quiz, because this is new territory.
Yeah.
We went spelunking today. Alrighty.
Do
Is
you
there?
want to call it for the world and then
Yeah. Okay. So goodbye, world. We will see you next time for more adventures with Bojo.
bye?